Percy Jackson and the Legacy of the Ancients. After the defeat of Cronos and the restoration of peace in Camp Half-Blood, Percy Jackson discovers that a new threat is approaching: the Ancients, a race of gods and creatures who have been banished to another dimension. They seek revenge against the gods of Olympus and intend to claim the mortal world. Main characters. Percy Jackson, now a more experienced demigod, he is the reluctant hero who must lead the new generation of demigods. Annabeth Chase, Athena's daughter, becomes a strategist and mentor to the new demigods, bringing wit and courage to the team. Grover Underwood, Percy's friendly satyr, defender of the dryads and the natural world, helping to unite different mythological creatures. New character, Zephyra, a new demigod, daughter of Aeolus, the god of the winds. She possesses the power to control the winds and joins the team on their mission. Antagonist, the Ancient One, a banished god who can manipulate time and space. He is cunning and wishes to turn the world into a reflection of its former glory. The call to adventure. Percy, Annabeth, and Grover are living a quiet life at Camp Half-Blood. During a quiet night, they have a shared dream. They see an ancient temple rising from the depths of a forgotten forest. Visions are accompanied by whispering voices that tell about an ancient prophecy and a dark power that threatens to return. The next day, while training with other demigods, they discuss the visions. Annabeth suggests that the images may be a warning, but Percy, still unsure about his leadership skills, hesitates. Grover tries to cheer them up, remembering that together they have always been stronger. After a series of strange events such as the sudden storm that hits the camp, Percy becomes convinced that something is really wrong. Percy, Annabeth, and Grover share their visions at a Camp Half-Blood meeting. The images of the temple and the whispering voices make them uneasy. Meeting of the demigods. Percy decides that they need to investigate the origin of the visions and organizes an expedition. He summons other demigods and begins to assemble a team, including new characters who can assist in the mission. Among them is Zephyra, a demigod who can control the winds. During the recruitment process, Percy feels the pressure of being a leader, and insecurity begins to take hold of him. The team, consisting of young demigods, gathers in a magical clearing, where Zephyra reveals that the winds are churning due to the return of the ancients, who want to take revenge on the gods and resume dominance over mortals. The team of demigods gathers in a magical clearing. Zephyra demonstrates her power by summoning a gentle storm and reveals that the winds are churning due to the return of the ancients. The final showdown. In the resurgent temple, the team discovers that the Ancient One has a plan to capture Percy and use him as a portal to free the other ancients. In an epic battle, Percy must face not only the old, but also his own fears and insecurities. During the battle, the team fights bravely, but the Ancient One reveals a terrifying power that causes each of them to face a twisted version of themselves. Percy, upon seeing his friends in danger, discovers that true power comes from accepting their vulnerabilities and trusting their companions. Percy confronts the Ancient One in a temple filled with magical energy, while his friends battle the twisted versions of themselves. He must choose between saving himself or sacrificing himself to protect his friends. The journey and conflicts. The team sets out on a journey to find artifacts that conceal the dimensional door the ancients are trying to open. Along the way, they face various challenges, such as mythological creatures, magical traps, and personal challenges. Internal conflicts begin to manifest. Percy feels overwhelmed and fears he is not worthy to lead. Annabeth tries to comfort him, but also faces her own insecurities about her role in the mission. Grover, always optimistic, tries to keep the morale of the team high, but realizes that everyone is struggling with their personal demons. The team navigates through a magical forest, facing mythological creatures. They confront each other with their insecurities, and Percy feels pressured by his role as a leader. The legacy of the ancients. After the victory, Percy and his friends realize that the world of demigods needs to evolve to face new threats. They decide to create a new council of demigods, where different generations of demigods can unite to protect the camp and maintain peace between the kingdoms. The story ends with the team celebrating their victory. but also with a sense of responsibility for what lies ahead. After the battle, Percy and his friends gather at a Thanksgiving ceremony, where they decide to create a new council of demigods. The tone is one of celebration, but also of reflection on the future that lies ahead.